There's a bit of a strange mandate at Warner Brothers Studios. No jokes when it comes to the DC Comics movie adaptations, and that of course includes Superman v Batman, or whatever they're going to end up calling it, which seems like kind of a huge mistake if you consider Marvel's plan, which is basically it's doing really well, at least monetarily and with the fans, and there's plenty of jokes, but this seems kind of like a serious and severe cut. No jokes. None? At all?
No laughing. None.
No,
I don't want anybody to enjoy themselves.
No, I mean, God.
Batman is serious business, you guys.
Guys, I
He
mean,
is the knight.
I'm just saying, it definitely didn't work for Guardians of the Galaxy
Everyone hated that movie.
Yeah, that movie is doing terribly and probably not going to be the biggest movie of the year.
He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?"
I think DC doesn't want to be accused of being reactionary. They see the success of Guardians of the Galaxy. They don't want to be the guys to be like, okay, we have to do that. That's what's going on right now.
Well, listen, it's
I'm
not just
saying
Guardians either. Like,
they don't need to follow, you know, the James Gunn model of like, let's use like vintage music and jokes and a talking raccoon and a tree, but I'm just saying, like, really? Like, there's no comic relief in Batman? Like, let's...
I mean, this article claims that it's Green Lantern's fault, is that they're still kind of feeling the sting of how bad Green Lantern was received.
The deal.
Well, they did a bad job with that movie.
The way DC movies
the
have been
thing.
going, Batman tends to be the most successful. Batman is also the bleakest and the darkest. Green Lantern attempted to have a snarky, jokey type character, but then, you know, it failed. I don't think that's the failing of the movie, though. A lot of it is the characterization and the discarding of very core concepts to the character and his villains and the world.
Well, the other thing is, like, Hal Jordan wasn't super, I mean, I can imagine in a Daredevil movie, or not Daredevil, what? Deadpool, obviously, like, jokes, or, you know, Green Arrow, jokes. Like, those are all snarky guys in the comic books, but I don't remember Hal Jordan.
Straight-laced.
Yeah, he's a pretty straightforward guy, so trying to make him super jokey. And I get, like, the same with Batman. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be this super jokey kind of thing, but still.
But I think even like a big part of the appeal of Wonder Woman is that whole fish out of water, not understanding concepts from this like insulated community, and then like she's out in the real world and she doesn't quite understand what's going on, and that leaves room for jokes.
Yeah,
I did that recently in one of the movies where she tries ice cream for the first time.
Ice cream is wonderful.
Thor has coffee and he smashes the cup on the floor. That's a good moment from that movie. It's the same type thing. 'Cause, I mean, all year we've been drawing Thor and Wonder Woman conclusions as to why there isn't a Wonder Woman movie and whether or not it would work. But I mean, that's just one of the examples, and you'll see that.
Do you want to know why it won't work? Because DC refuses to put any kind of humor in it, so they're going to make this super serious movie that everyone's just like, well.
Even the first images of Wonder Woman that we saw, like flames behind her and new serious costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they didn't give her pants, guys.
The saddest part of this is there's a really good humor in the DC animated universe. I mean, I always thought that the DC cartoons were like way better than the Marvel cartoons.
Well, the DC animated universe is where DC shines, right? And it has been lackluster in recent years a little bit.
I mean,
are you okay?
Did you not watch the X-Men cartoon as a child? That's a really strong statement to say that the DC.
I think as a whole,
love the X-Men cartoon, but Justice League holds up better. Batman animated series holds up better.
I just don't want to agree to it.
It seems kind of contrary that you would enforce a no jokes policy, especially in something as over the top and bombastic as a superhero movie. And you know, the genre. It's like, I feel like when you insert like these funny moments, like these kind of breaks and levity in between, it helps you also accept the absurdity of the movie, but also like the point of comic relief in general is to give the audience, it's there for a reason across all genres.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons I actually liked Guardians so much. I feel so bad because people are gonna out me. James is one of my friends, but
James is one of Milyn's friends. There we go.
So I'm like, but it's not because of that. I think it was so well done because he took he took the time to have these really dramatic moments, but when you start feeling like super sad, there was that comic relief of a raccoon or a tree doing something funny, which made sense in the moment, but also it's like, oh, I can laugh a little bit too. And I feel like movies are so much more interesting when you have that roller coaster of emotions rather than like, this is super serious, guys. Oh shit, there's gonna be a fight scene, even more serious. Okay, the movie's over.
Well,
where do you go?
I feel like you're going to wear out the comic book movie genre if you just keep going on that plateau of this is the most serious shit ever, you know?
Ever.
But it's like at its heart, it's from a comic book. Maybe it's because I feel like DC.
Why can't your parents dying be funny though, guys? No, I'm kidding. I'm
hilarious.
Totally kidding.
But
I also think it's crucial when you have all this, suspension of disbelief, when you shove an audience into this place where there are cultures that they don't know and characters they don't know, and they have no frame of reference like the hardcore comic book community does.
Right.
It's like, who are the bad guys? They're blue. Who are the good guys? Glenn Close. It doesn't matter. Laugh at this. It's fine.
Yeah.
We don't need to establish that.
But we can all agree that Tony Stark being snarky is the worst part of all the Iron Man movies, right?
Oh, that's actually what made them so good.
I know, I'm being sarcastic.
Yes, because I would have never watched an Iron Man movie. I give zero fucks about Iron Man. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Well, the thing
but
is
now I do.
Makes it relatable, or
exactly.
It will make the audience more endeared, I suppose, to characters perhaps they're not so familiar with or not so enamored with.
It makes it entertaining.
Who would have known? Comedy is entertaining.
We'll see how it goes, Warner Brothers. No jokes. Give us your best shot. I won't laugh at all.
All right. So, what do you think of Warner Brothers' idea, or mandate rather, of no jokes in these movies, especially with the upcoming advent of the Justice League? Can it work without any jokes? Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe.